Hashtag beard problems. Not beer problems.
Beard.
Beard.
Duh. You gotta enunciate the duh. Hey guys, welcome to the Go Headquarters podcast. I am Brandon Rahe, and with me today, Amy Jane Bailey.
The full name.
Full name.
I
In
like
case you guys didn't know, Jane. It's good.
Got it from my parents.
It was a good call. I dig it. So,
Anyway.
Interesting topic today. I'm kind of heated about this, to be honest. So just the other day, the FDA approved a new weight loss device, and we posted it on our Facebook page for those of you that haven't seen it. So we're going to get to what that one is in a moment. But overall, what we're kind of getting into today is the sad state of affairs that we are in, that we have a list of medical procedures needed to help us lose weight because we can't keep our traps shut and we just want to eat that friggin' much and we don't want to exercise and we're pretty pathetic overall.
Yeah.
That sounds a little harsh, but that's how I feel.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like too, given the job that we both have, like part of our job is to help people reach weight loss goals. A lot of folks come in the door with those. And it's like, if we do our job, you have to do your job when you're not with us. You know, we can't hold your hand 24 hours a day. And there's that funny meme or whatever about knocking food out of your hand before it goes in your mouth. But, you know, we can't do that. So I feel like this hits a little close to home too, just given our everyday life and interactions. And
and you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. We every day give our clients and members the tools that it takes to do the job of being healthy, losing weight, combination of those two, right? Yeah. But yeah, we ultimately can't make that happen for you. It's up to you for accountability and getting that job done and adhering to the plan.
Yeah.
Easier said than done, apparently.
Well, yeah. Apparently the FDA feels very differently.
Yeah. So, back in the day, right? What's one of the maybe extreme measures someone would go to lose weight that, in my opinion, is extreme, but maybe it's not all that risky? What's one of the older methods?
Like the lap band?
No, that's on our list.
Oh, wire your mouth shut.
Yeah, wire your mouth shut, right? It's like going and getting braces, but just a few extra connections. No big deal, right?
You look kind of funny.
I mean, you look funny. You can't talk. No big deal. The point is, keep your trap shut.
Right.
Done. Let's do it. Sign me up.
It seems a little barbaric to me, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't keep it shut that you need that? How miserable is that?
Well, and then this brings up a lot of thoughts in my mind. Like, are you such a robot in your daily life? You see something and you just shovel it in? Like, there's no thought like, I just had breakfast 30 minutes ago. I really don't need to eat a whole nother meal right now just because it's at the conference room table or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need wire on my body.
Robot's a good term because everything, yeah, that's the state of our society.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, so wiring your mouth shut, right? I don't hear about that much anymore.
No.
Really. I guess I would rather have that now in light of how extreme this has gotten. So then we move forward to our more bariatric-based things, right? So we've got gastric bypass surgery and like an adjustable lap band. Those two are very closely related. Not the same operation by any means. We won't need to go into the details necessarily, but we're opening you up in some capacity. And surgically, we're knocking you out. We're talking hefty medical bills, high risk. You have to pre-qualify for these things, but they are approved. They've done this to like minors already. You know, we're talking kids under the age of 18 having this kind of surgery done because the parents have enabled this behavior or whatever. I'm not here to place blame, but parents, you know who you are. High risk things. I mean, people die doing this all the time. There are prerequisites and pre-qualifiers to be able to do this. That's how high risk this is for these individuals. And we're opting into this sort of behavior pattern versus changing our lifestyle. It just blows my mind.
Yeah, you know, I know neither of us have been really obese or had this type of issue before. So it's not that we're speaking from experience, but at least in my own life, like I was pregnant once. I gained a lot of weight. I gained 30 pounds of weight during pregnancy. It was all healthy. It was great. But you still have to think about those things post-baby. And, you know, not that I did anything extreme, but you have to cut back calories, exercise a little bit more, that whole thing. So there's that element. I have gone through a big swing of weight in my life. But, you know, like the day-to-day, it's a process. And I feel like because people want something so instant and they're not giving themselves like a year, let's say, to lose 100 pounds, I feel like a lot of that is why these surgeries and things exist. I know we talked about it's as short as like a 30-minute procedure that ultimately could, like you said before, it has a lot of negative outcomes that could come out of it as well.
Yeah.
All because you weren't willing to put in the work on the front end to change your lifestyle for the better, to make it more sustainable for the rest of your life, not just maybe the next couple years.
Yeah, definitely. People just want that short, quick solution, you know, that magic pill. Anything that doesn't require work and change.
Yeah.
Sad. Okay, so we've probably all heard of those, right? Gastric bypass, lap band surgery. Here are the two new ones that are new on our radar that the FDA has approved both of these. The first one is a balloon system. So what you do on this one, I think it takes 7 minutes to actually perform the procedure. So this is very outpatient. Amanda was telling me about this the other day. She's a nurse and she's kind of seen the patients go through this. You go into the stomach and you install 2 balloons, like side by side, and fill them with saline to basically take up the majority of the space of your stomach. You can't do 1 balloon because that will actually pass down the digestive tract and lead to other issues.
Yeah. Now you're not just dealing with weight issues.
You've got 2 balloons inside your stomach. So this sounds fun already. And this is supposed to be a short-term thing. So it takes only a couple minutes to install them and blow them up or whatever. And then I think they said it's only meant to be for a couple months that you leave these in for short term, and then you go in and take them out, which only takes about 14 minutes. So this is like, wham bam, thank you ma'am, here are your 2 new balloons in your stomach, enjoy your day.
And here's your bill.
And yeah, so now you're living with 2 balloons in your stomach to make you feel full all the time, so therefore you don't want to eat as much. Unreal. I don't even know what to say about this stuff, to be honest with you. It's so like alarming and disturbing, and I just want to smack people around.
But again, our government says this is okay.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Hey.
This is good. This is okay.
Yeah.
We approve.
Yeah.
Keyword, approve. And then the other one.
So.
This is the one we posted on the Facebook page the other day.
Yeah. I guess, so Brandon and I learned the technical name of it is Aspire Assist. Yeah. So when you aspire, usually you're aspiring through your mouth, aka you're throwing up. So just think of throwing up out of your stomach. And again, our government, the FDA, approved this. I don't know the actual procedure. I know you're a little more informed on it than I am.
So they go in and they install a port, which is a very common device for continuous use,
right?
Multiple things. So they install a port that has a tube that feeds into your stomach. So what you do is you eat a meal. 30 minutes after the meal, you then hook up to your port with this little vacuum and another tube, and you basically drain your stomach into the toilet, which empties about 30% of the calories you just ate before it is completely absorbed. Right. So the idea is this device is saving you 30% of your calorie intake. It doesn't limit your stomach size or capacity at all.
Right.
But you're living with this port, this exposed port, and this internal tube. And then you've got to flush yourself out every meal.
You get to go to the bathroom and
sexy
unload your stomach contents.
And all I can think of here is bulimia.
Yeah.
Right? That's what you do. So hence the name Aspire Assist is just a mechanical assistance device to help you throw up after your meal. I mean, that's no different, but now it's assisted, which I could get on a whole nother topic of like, hey, which one's safer long-term, bulimia or obesity? we'll save that for another time, because I'll get on a rampage there.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's just...
We qualify bulimia as a disease, and then on the flip side, the FDA is going to approve the assistance of that exact behavior.
Exactly.
I'm very confused as a citizen of the United States.
And again, to me, this just goes back to just cutting down portion sizes a little bit. It doesn't even have to be drastic. 30% of your calories isn't a huge amount of change. If you were to eat 30% less food, I mean, yes, you would notice a difference, but again, it's not like you're eating that much less. So it just blows my mind that that is a more, I don't know, doable part of weight loss than just eating a little bit less.
Right. And like psychologically, you're still eating the same. The habit is still there.
Right.
The root cause is still there.
Yes.
So like, blows my mind.
It's not fixing anything, really.
Yeah, not at all.
I also, to continue our soapbox, I'm pretty passionate about the fact that the FDA is okay with all these things. Everything we just listed, you can go out and have done, and the government says, sure, this is totally fine by medical standards. Yet, things like tobacco, alcohol, high fructose corn syrup, which is in everything, all those things are perfectly fine, A-okay, yet those are all slowly killing us. But that's okay too. It just blows my mind, the
hypocrisy?
Yes, that's a great word for it. Yes, there is just a huge amount of irony in all of that.
Yeah, crazy.
Again, I could get off on a little rampage as well.
Yeah,
so.
We're having trouble staying on track and keeping this timely. Yeah, so high fructose corn syrup, right? It is in everything, causes basically everything that's wrong with today's society and the medical standards, in terms of insulin and diabetes and obesity and premature death, for all of those reasons, right, are the byproducts of bad nutritional behaviors, right? So we approve high fructose corn syrup, so then we have obesity, but now we are approving things that we discussed previously. We're approving that to deal with the obesity, which isn't a permanent fix.
Right.
We're never going back to our root cause, our root approval of something like high fructose corn syrup. That's just one of many examples. And getting rid of the root cause, when we could wipe out all of this other stuff on top of that, instead of just Band-Aid, 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 never actually healing any wounds. Blows my mind. That's it. I'm done.
Mic drop. No, and I know we feel the same way about it. It is just, I feel like it's just something folks should be aware of and think about, and I don't know, before you rush out to have this new Aspire Assist surgery. Not that anybody's rushing out to do that, but just something to think about. I think mindfulness is a big part of it. I just feel like if, again, we weren't robots and just, programmed to eat breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, and eat whatever's in front of us, easiest to grab as much as possible. We're not in a time of famine. I don't feel like we have to store up for the winter or anything. Just being mindful and taking a second to think through what you're about to eat or put in your body, or come up with a plan with a coach or a professional.
1,000 better things you can do than anything we previously described.
So.
And then also, I'll add one more tidbit here. So reliance on the FDA and the government to help guide you on your nutritional decisions and lifestyle behavior. Like, why are we putting our faith in something like the FDA? I mean, I'm not going to get political here, but just like the stuff they've been approving for decades, we know to not be okay.
Right.
And it's just driven by like money, not really our well-being. Like our country is unhealthier than ever.
Right.
So there's so many things unregulated, or even the ones that are regulated are just, it's a shit show out there. So I don't know, make your own decisions, do your own homework. Don't just listen to the FDA and think, okay, they said it's okay, so it must be good, because that's clearly not the case. That's it, I'll shut it down from there.
Yeah, I echo what you just said.
All right, we'll save you guys any more time. Thanks for tuning in today. Watch out for those medical procedures that the magazines might be pushing. And thanks for joining me today, Amy. I appreciate your insight. Thanks for being on the soapbox. We'll see you guys next time.